Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the last lesson of Learn GIS with Anna. Don't worry, I will keep making more videos. I have a couple of other video series, I have some guides, and I have Atlas 101, where I'm going through quite a lot of the same topics as in this course, but more from just an Atlas perspective. But in this lesson, this is sort of an extra lesson, so out of those 4 modules that we went through in this course, to give you a small recap, first module was about GIS just in general, about what is that concept even? How is it used in real life? And how is the history of different GIS tools and how are they evolving? And then we looked into spatial data, which is a massive topic. We looked into vector and raster data formats, how to find geodata, and how to prepare it for analysis. Then we looked into styling and different visualization types. And then in the last module, we looked into spatial analysis finally. So we looked into vector operations and raster operations. So make sure that you'll go watch those lessons as well. And now we have a bit of a bonus lesson where I'm going to showcase the builder mode of Atlas. So we are going to create a map application, user interface, an interactive map, whatever you want to call it. And I think we're ready to get started. What do you say? Let's go. So we are in Atlas as per usual, and I have this example of global power plants. So basically this is a massive data set. I can show you. By clicking the layer, you can open the data table. So there is 35,000 rows, something like that. And a bunch of data and different types of columns, country and coordinates, primary fuel, source, and capacity, and so on. And right now this is already styled because we're not going to spend any time in this lesson for that, but rather we're going to just focus on the builder mode. But it is styled based on both color and size, as you can see. So first, color is based on the primary fuel. So here you can see on the left side in the layers panel, you have the legend showing super nicely what is the different color indicating. So for example, blue is hydropower, and green is nuclear, black is coal, and so on. And then the size indicates the capacity, so that you can see on the bottom here in the legend, and on the right side you can see that the radius of the point is styled based on the capacity. But all right, I think we are ready to head to builder mode. So you can access the builder mode here in the upper right corner. Here is the data side, and then there's the builder side. So let's click ourselves into the builder side. You have a couple of different templates that you can get started with, or layouts, or however you want to call it. But let's go with blank so that we can actually create everything from scratch. Okay. So basically, you have these plus buttons here in every side. You can create different sections where you can then start bringing in some widgets or components, whatever you want to call it. All right, and then we have this components list here on the right side. It gets enabled when you have at least one section on your builder mode, like we added the left one now. And I would say that let's start with a text element so that we can make a title. You can also choose the project title, so it immediately makes a title for you there. But since I have this builder mode here, I don't think that would work the best. So let's just type it here, global power plants, like that. Then you can choose different styling options. Maybe let's make it a large heading. And then let's start to bring in some actual elements. So you have all different types of places. You could show your layers. We only have that layer, but I mean, it has a very good legend. So in some cases, this one would be also really good to show. I would say this is the best if you have many layers showing, because right now we can also showcase these in an even better way. So let's not use that one. I would say that let's start with maybe simply showcasing the capacity per country. So I would do maybe a chart. So this category chart could work quite nicely. So when you add that one, you can, on the right side, choose the right data set. We have only one, so that's very easy. Then you can change the title or hide it. In many cases, it's also nice to hide it. But let's just call this country now. And then we choose the country as the field. And then operation, you have different operations. Let's choose count. And then it gives you 5 showing, and then all the other countries are behind this one. So, but you can also go to options and you can increase the number or decrease it, or choose the width of the panels, or show others aggregating or not. Actually, let's not choose others aggregating so that you can actually open them from there. Okay, you have to go to preview to see how all the different elements work, but let's just keep it like that for now. And then I would choose some other type of a chart, and we could maybe take a pie chart to showcase all the different fuel types. So let's go and choose primary fuel so that we kind of see what is the most commonly used. So for example, here you can see that most of them are solar, like that. And maybe here we can keep this title. Actually, that one is quite a good one. Nice. And then let's add a filter. So in filter, you bring that one and then you have different types to choose from. So first you have to choose the data set, and then you can choose a checkbox. Oh, let's choose a field so I can show you. I want to see the capacity in this filter. So for example, you can see this checkbox wouldn't really work with the capacity, neither with the cart, ships, or select. So I would definitely go with range. Since it's a numerical field, it works really nicely. However, there are only a few very big power plants, but since there are those, they drag the maximum capacity super high, while almost everything else is here in the smaller end. So then you don't get that nice histograms showing, which would be in many cases, but I would still keep this filter because it's super easy to just drag this slider so that you can see all the certain sized ones. And I mean, you can also just type your desired minimum or maximum value and it will give you the ones. Like for example, if I want 7,000, let's say, I could just type it there and then I have only the ones that are maximum 7,000. But I can show you, if I take it to the maximum, there are only a few. Actually, there's only one above 19,000. I think the next one is something like 13,000. So then you have a couple of more ones here. But basically, super few, super big ones that mess up my pretty histogram about what can we do. So let's call this something else but a filter. Let's call it capacity. Oops. Like that. Nice. All right, I think we already have some very good filters, but I would also add one more, which is the different fuel types, but in a more of a visual way maybe. So let's make a selection here on the right side, and then let's go to the component list, and let's add a filter again. But now we will choose something else, and let's choose cards. So I would like to showcase the primary fuel in a card way. So let's actually take the title away from here, and then we can keep these 5 different ones, or we can add more if we like. There are many different ones to showcase as well. We could, for example, add nuclear if we want to see. Those are very interesting to see as well. And then we could go and add some icons. So first, I have already saved some icons here into the Atlas workspace, but you can simply choose this custom icon and you can upload your own icons here. There is also a bunch of ready-made icons. Oh, these are all weird Atlas icons, but here on the bottom, you have all these ready icons showing, so you can most probably find some good one already there, or just bring your own icon into the platform and go further with that. But all right, let's go and find, okay, we don't have that many, so I can actually just find them by scrolling. So let's choose solar first. So like this, you see, it's quite nicely visualizing the different types. Then let's choose the hydro icon. So that one is this, then the wind one. Gas, which one is gas? There we go. Ready? There, coal. And I think I should have a nuclear one as well. Let's see if I can find it. Nuclear. There we go. So here, then you can show all, and then you can see also the nuclear one showing. And then we can also edit the sections. So basically you have 3 different levels of settings in the builder mode. You have the whole builder mode settings here next to the components. So settings. So these are the settings for everything here basically, or all the higher level things. So for example, you can choose what is showing on the map, if you want to see location search or not, if you want to see measure tool or not. Actually, maybe we don't need those. Maybe we can have location search. Map scale, that's always quite good. Zoom controls is also nice, and 3D mode possibility, why not? But then you have the section settings that I can show you now with this one, because I'm not planning to add anything more here. So then I would say that this white panel doesn't look so good here. So you can choose the style here. You can have the whole panel, for example, or you can have just that one element on its own, and then you can add some opacity, so that one looks quite nice. Maybe we can add some opacity on this side as well. So let's go and add it there, like that. Nice. So now you can see a bit through, but not too much, so that it still stays informative. And then you have also the element level settings, so it's options here. Sometimes you have less options, like here there's basically not anything there, but sometimes you have more, like in this one. You can do different things. You can even choose a color for that. Maybe we could choose something else actually, or maybe we keep this one. I kind of like it. But now we have made an interface, and this you could, for example, embed to a website if you need to showcase the different power plants, or even on a Notion page you can embed this type of a map, or into a real web page, or so on. I often like to use this for real estate, for example. I have made nice dashboards with different apartments in Oslo or Copenhagen. Go check out my builder lessons in Atlas 101, for example, so you'll see. And also go check out the styling lessons in this course to see how to do this type of styling as it is done here. But this was all for Learn GIS with Anna course. Make sure that you are subscribed to Atlas YouTube channel. I promise I will keep making more videos, and also you can drop video ideas in the comments and I might actually end up making those videos. But thank you for following this lesson and hopefully the whole course, and I hope to see you watching the upcoming videos in the future. All right, but bye-bye for now.